Yes, my name is Jackie Cureton, and I'm the Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion here at Bitly. Our culture is one that champions respect, champions inclusion, champions allyship and learning as well. So we're quite focused on the fact that everybody's at a different level in this stage, and we want to meet everyone where they are and make sure that we're bringing folks along for the journey, really making sure that everyone has a seat at the table and everyone participates. Because while it's my mandate to really drive our DEI initiatives, it really belongs to everyone in the company. And if everyone's involved, that's how we get to being successful. We don't want anybody to feel like they can't be part of the conversation. And what tends to happen is when folks don't know, they tend to hesitate and take a step back. Again, we need everyone to be at the table for us to be successful. So a culture of grace, a culture of learning, a culture of calling in and really seeking teachable moments just so that we travel on this journey together. One thing that really, underpins the pride we have under this is that these are all employee-driven, employee-led, and employee-selected as well. And so again, our employees are the core of establishing, identifying, and then establishing, and then now leading in that. And the 5 groups are allyship, disabilities, mosaic, pride, and women. And then Bitly Cares is the other group that, again, is employee-led and employee-driven, but focuses more on community outreach. And we've done amazing work with this particular committee. This space provides everyone within our company, our bitizens, the resources and support needed to work together towards really positive and sustainable social impact. And this is really through community outreach initiatives, through really fundraising and aligning with certain organizations. Again, our collective efforts focused on the greater good. Before launching, the first thing we did was take a step back and really say, what is it that we need to do? And one thing was evident. We needed to provide resources and tools for the leads to make sure they're successful. Again, another failing point across ERGs where they're kind of just thrown into it and expected to figure it out as they go. And we didn't want to do that. And so we made sure that all our leads attended training. It was mandatory training. The relationship between executive sponsors and the relationship between leads are not often maximized. Again, there tends to be a disconnect, and the ERG leads don't often know how to really leverage these senior leaders as part of what they're trying to achieve. And so this training and really setting this foundation before launch has led us to this space where we've really taken off in a very solid way. Our ERG leads feel empowered and they have the tools to make sure that they continue to do so. We, again, focus on a culture of inclusion, but we call out allyship and learning as pivotal to really being successful in that space. We hold ourselves accountable, but also make sure that we're giving each other grace, again, in terms of learning. I'll call out that our diversity, equity, and inclusion tagline is really every bit counts. But it's the everyday inclusion that really gets us to that place, really to that culture of inclusion. Those little bits of pieces of, action, of showing up for somebody else, of asking the right question, of really extending yourself beyond your comfort zone, of, just making sure that you attend that training, and what you get out of that, you make sure you bring it out into community and conversation. Again, the bottleneck tends to be seeing DEI as that thing that somebody else is responsible for. And our messaging here is that we are all responsible in definitely big ways, but in also our everyday actions in our small ways.